Yeah, what's wrong with the beer we got? I mean, the beer we got drank pretty good, don't it?
Alrighty, welcome to Season 2 of Your Beer Sucks. I'm John, this is Andrew, that's Miguel Sanchez, and we're coming to you from a new location. I figure, it's time. It's new season, new location, but not new everything. Same old concept. We're still going to be drinking, we're going to drink beer, we're going to pass judgment on that beer, and basically determine whether or not it sucks or doesn't suck. And in the end, majority rules.
And we may not be at this location every time, but, we'll just see how things go. We may still be seeing more of Daisy the dog.
Which is fine.
And
you gotta watch out, she's union.
Yeah.
Oh,
We actually put her in frame. There's a minimum that we have to pay her.
Right.
Is it a lot?
Yeah, it is.
Like in excess of 15
it's
an
like
hour?
600 a day.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
Yeah, you don't want to mess with that.
No.
Another thing is that we tallied up at the end of Season 1 and realized that a lot more of the beers that we covered were good than bad. It was like a 60-40 split.
Yeah.
So we are making sure...
Wow, and even that felt soul-crushing.
I know.
Yeah. So we are correcting this by making sure to have a commoner beer every episode.
Oof.
You mean
And
like
then-
a commoner? You mean like...
Like the filth.
Oh, Jesus.
Like those fuck faces.
Oh.
So we'll be bringing the greatest hits, but not your standard American domestics.
We're not going that low.
No.
Yet.
No. We will have designs on those pieces of shit.
We could save that for an episode where we're have sparklers in our hands on the 4th of July.
America!
That's probably what we're going to do.
Well, I mean, I say always go for the predictable low-hanging fruit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what people expect, and they'll love you for it.
First up, beer number 1 is Midas Touch by Dogfish Head.
Tell us all about Midas Touch, Mike.
Oh yeah, you have to read the ad copy.
All right. Santa Claus decided that I had been naughty last year, and so my penance is to now be the poor fuckface that reads the ad copy. So, just... we'll make it through this together, okay? All right. Dogfish Head Midas Touch. This was the first beer in our Ancient Ale series. This sweet yet dry beer is made with ingredients found in 2,700-year-old drinking vessels. Now, you'd think they could secure a fresher supply of ingredients.
I would think so.
Yeah.
2,700 years old? That's like...
And how do they know they have enough to go around to continue making batches year after year?
I don't know.
They're
I'm
awfully
thinking what they
greedy.
mean is the same ingredients. Not those particular ingredients.
But the same type of ingredients.
Right. Probably.
We'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Let's assume that.
Yeah.
From the tomb of King Midas.
Mummified beer.
Isn't that the dude with the...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everything you touch turns to gold.
Wasn't he in that James Bond movie?
No, that's Auric Goldfinger you're thinking of.
Was his name actually Auric?
In the film, yes.
That's hilarious, because, Auric...
Yeah, yes, I know. That's
Oh,
the
man.
joke, Mike.
Oh, Jesus.
He just got it.
Somewhere between beer, wine, and mead.
Because it's got honey and muscat grapes in it.
Midas will please
Muscat.
the Chardonnay and beer drinker alike.
Well,
And mead drinker. It's got a lot of different things in it, and it has saffron in it.
Okay.
As I'm pouring it, one thing I was trying to figure out was whether this had hops in it or not. Because beer from back in the day, as in before like the year 700
That's an interesting
AD,
color.
So what is this, like mummy urine?
people didn't put hops
about to
in
find
beer. Beer was without hops. So I want to know how accurate they made this.
Go ahead.
Here, a little bit more. And whether it had hops. I could not find out the answer to that question.
This does indeed smell a lot like something akin to a Chardonnay.
It smells
Very-
a lot fresher than 2,700 years old.
Yes.
It does.
Yeah.
It smells very winey, like...
It has sort of a Belgian thing going, just
Yeah.
because you get used to that whiny character
Yeah.
in Belgian beers.
No, this
Very, very cloudy. You
Belgian
can't,
beer
you can't
smells-
really see through this.
Belgian beer smells like white wine. This smells more like red wine to me.
Yeah, I know. Let's give it a shot.
A little
Maybe
bit.
even a little dessert winey. The nose is actually kind of sweet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's very meaty to my palate.
Yeah. Very much like mead.
You know what? It's like mead, but I like it better than I do most mead.
Really?
This is
I
interesting.
really like mead, so
It's got
I
that
think
weird.
mead drink's pretty okay.
It's got that weird spicy thing that some mead has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
let's see. So, in trying to find out whether this had hops in it, I have a book that has a recipe, but it's for homebrewing. It's written by the person who, or by the people who make the beer, and it says
Oh, wow, yeah, that's like... Okay.
it
We may have to do like a little screenshot of that.
or something, but it says there's saffron in it, and for homebrewing it, 6 gallons worth, you would use a 1/4 ounce of Simcoe hops early in the boil. So that calls for hops. I don't know if there's hops in the final product or if they're using saffron as the bittering.
I'm not really tasting
Aging.
much in the way of hops at all in this.
You honestly, if they're using it early on and such small amounts and just for bittering, you wouldn't taste hop character probably at all.
I don't taste... I guess, yeah, I really don't taste much in the way of hops at all. I don't think I taste any hops, period.
Yeah.
This is a very strange beer.
Do
I
we
like
even...
Well, it's a beer without hops.
So that explains
It's like
why
they
you...
made it for you.
that explains why you like it.
I like it.
This is interesting. Doesn't really taste a whole lot like a beer.
Is this like a limited run or anything
No.
like that?
No, this
That is an all-the-time beer, and it is... They've been doing it since 99,
Oh, wow.
something like that, 2000.
Yeah.
They've been doing it for a long time.
It's not particularly expensive, is it?
I don't think so.
I'm trying to remember how much I paid for that, because I actually got this out of town. I was on vacation.
Because so far you cannot get Dogfish Head here in Alabama.
But-
it's coming this year. We just don't know when.
So let's hurry up the process, because I had to go to New Jersey to get this.
And
I got
I
this while I was in New
would
Jersey.
love to drink this all the time. This is delicious.
And you can't taste the New Jersey on it at all.
No.
No, you managed to scrape that off the bottle before we served it.
It took a minute, especially with that one, because, it's supposedly dealing with 2,700-year-old ingredients.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, this is good.
It's very light and fluffy.
It's definitely very, very, very light. And it doesn't have a lot of beer characteristics. Like, it's a little bit carbonated.
Well, I think part of that is that we are very used to hops to the point where even in low hops beer, you just expect it to be there.
Yeah.
When you're just tasting barley malt,
Yeah.
it's not as obvious.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, it's got the honey, it's got the grapes,
Yeah.
It's got the saffron.
it's got the saffron.
Yeah, this is very good. Not what I was expecting at all, but still very good. A pleasant change, perhaps.
Oh yes, and it's refreshing too. That's another thing that I really enjoy about
It's
it.
definitely very, very refreshing.
My glass is empty and I'm sad.
Alas, I don't have any more of that.
Yes.
That's it. I've been holding on to that for a couple of months now.
And when I went out of town, I didn't get any. I got other things. I sacrificed my own happiness to get more stuff for the show.
Good on you. Your sacrifice is applauded.
I mean, you're such an amazing human being.
I know. I really am. So, what's our verdict, gentlemen?
Does not suck. Midas Touch by Dogfish Head
Doesn't
not suck.
suck. And if
Doesn't
we
suck.
ever want to do something weird, like have some kind of rating where like it basically says that this beer is strange but good. That's this one.
I think that's just good outright. Not even that it's strange but good. This is just good.
It's good as a strange beer, and it's good as a beer.
Yes. Yeah. So it's good. It doesn't suck.
Right.
There we go. All right, beer number 2.
This is what I was talking about.
God.
Tell us about beer number 2.
Beck's?
Wow, this beer sucks so hard that someone actually hand wrote in the part that says premium lager.
That's because when I was making show notes, I forgot to even look up what kind of beer it is, and I had to add that later. And it's listed as premium lager. What the fuck does that even mean?
What defines a premium lager? Man, I'm scared. I don't even think I've had Beck's ever.
Well, let me tell you something.
It's iridescent green. It's probably like radioactive.
It's mainstream lager.
Let me tell you something there, John. Our original Beck's is a classic German lager beer with a distinctive full-bodied taste, fresh hoppy bouquet, golden color, and full rich head.
Hold on, wait.
No. Can't stop the tide. Adding to its complexity is a slightly fruity but firm crispness and a dry, clean finish.
Hoppy bouquet, the hoppies in quotes.
That ain't me, man. That's the way it is on.
Whoa, man! Oh God, I did not.
Who farted?
Oh Jesus, that thing smells.
Who farted?
Like that beer smells skunky.
It smells bad.
Jesus Christ.
Whoa, I bought this yesterday.
Like you can smell that.
Oh, and you know what's bad is, now when I'm buying bad beers for the show,
It smells like a Beta.
You realize I have to buy these. I have to be in line and purchase them and have people see me do it.
You're in the part of time that's becoming very hipster, so you are judged.
And I'm just kind of like going.
They're like, why are you buying shitty beer that's not in a can?
And you can't. Yeah, if it's
why aren't it PBR?
And
this guy doesn't get it.
And you can't explain every single time you're in line. Well, see, I do this YouTube series where we talk about beer and we kind of focus on bad beer. We also do good beer, but we need some bad beer. It just doesn't work.
No, it's too long-winded because they've already stopped after about like the 5th word, and they're like, pfft.
Yeah, and the thing is, the majority of your cashiers are just like, I don't know anything about beer. Why are you talking at me?
Yeah. So right off the bat,
that is
this is skunky. When people talk about skunky beer, you can smell it. Andrew opened the bottle over there. I'm over here by Mike.
And it wasn't me.
It wasn't him.
Nope.
Skunky. Like
it smells like dog farts. Dog farts.
No, you jumped on that a little too fast. I disagree.
No, I don't think it's that's skunky.
No, I mean like it smells like when my dog farts. Well, it's like exactly that.
Does your dog drink beer?
Does your dog drink Beck's?
When he can, he drinks beer. I don't give him beer very often.
This is
he
very,
also
very light.
Enjoys whiskey.
And
but in all seriousness, that
you could actually probably read through it. I'm going to try to read.
No, that's just a condensation. It's very clear.
But gentlemen,
yeah, I'm trying to clear up the condensation so I can try to see through it.
Add some fruity bullshit to this,
and people will love it.
And it's a Beta.
I think this is worse than a Beta.
I'm going to try
the way it smells. I don't know if I've got the nerve. All I smell is dog fart.
Oh, Jesus. Ugh.
The one blessing is that the flavor is much lighter than the aroma.
Yes.
Or I'm sorry,
lack thereof.
It's much lighter than the odor.
And I don't know if it did this with you, but like this really, really bad aftertaste was like in like the upper part of your mouth.
It has a very metallic aftertaste.
Yeah.
Metallic aftertaste, some sickeningly sweet on the palate.
and not incredibly thin. The's not much body at all.
No, none. You know,
Is this corn beer?
Who's it made? It's
not
brewed
sure.
in. It's supposedly brewed in Germany.
It says brewed in Germany, but then says product of USA.
Product of St. Louis, Missouri. Oh, this is probably Budweiser in some.
see, I don't
fashion.
think this is actually sweet, like as in the taste sweetness. I think it has that flavor of high fructose corn syrup
Yeah, I wouldn't. Be
without
surprised.
actually being sweet. It's
Yeah, I wonder if it has high fructose corn.
I'm done.
It's actually a lot like an extremely bad champagne.
Oh, that's yeah. That's
Like-
about dead on.
Hey, you know what? You're right. There's a bitterness to it, but it's the bitterness of carbonated water.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
That's
Sparkling water.
Yeah.
okay. So you heard it here first.
So that's coming
Beck's
through.
Is just shitty champagne.
Like the worst.
Like, but
It's so bad. It's just
don't do it.
no, it's bad.
Bad. Like
Like,
I haven't had that
bad.
beer before, and that's horrible.
I'm telling
Yeah.
you.
It's fuck you
God
bad.
Damn.
There's some corn.
Yeah, I
kinda
mean I'm
corny.
tasting it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could have swore I read that it does have corn in it, but I am not certain. I could be full of shit. But it tastes like it. It definitely tastes like a corny beer.
I mean,
You know, what's funny is drinking the kinds of beers we normally drink. I kind of forgot that shit like this exists.
Yeah.
I never
Like my
forgot.
palate forgot. It was just like I'm just expecting a crappier, lower rent version of like
The stuff that we like normally drink.
yes, but this is significantly worse than a Vita.
This is horrible.
This is the worst beer we've ever had
Hands
on
down.
Your Beer Sucks.
I'm telling you, do you have any Kool-Aid, John? Because I think with Kool-Aid, I could trick you into thinking this is a Beta.
I don't have any Kool-Aid.
See, I'm not getting the stadium piss.
No, this is a
I'm
different
getting
animal.
a complete. It's something that's
Yeah, but
bad,
Vita
but
doesn't
not the same.
taste like stadium piss.
But it
smells
smells like it.
stadium piss.
And I'm not getting the stadium piss smell.
No.
I'm guessing you're just desensitized to the piss smell. Are you like really big into golden showers?
I'm getting piss smell, but not the stadium. I'm not getting the latrine, the bathroom smell.
I'm not drinking another sip of that.
This is more like bar piss.
Can you pour this back in the bottle?
Yeah, but I mean,
Try it with this glass.
it's not like
And
you can
return
take
it?
it back to the store.
Yeah, return it.
You know what?
I have a-
this is fucking
you'd be
defective.
surprised.
I have a bottle capper.
You do?
I could just cap it back
Say,
up and
this
go,
is fucking
and take
defective.
it back to the store and go. Nope.
What we should do is we should drink it, piss it out, and you should put that in the bottle, recap it, and take it to the store, and it would probably be better.
Are you replaced? So,
Nope. This beer sucks, by the way.
yeah, verdict is fairly obvious, I think. I don't think there's a lot of ambiguity in our reviews, such as
It's fucking
it was.
terrible.
And we didn't get terribly deep into flavors or anything because there
Nope,
aren't
that's not
any.
going to work. I gotta tell it clean it up in a minute. But no, this beer sucks.
Fuck 'em.
Don't do it.
Horrible. Fuck them.
Fuck 'em.
Beer number 3.
Two Brothers Revelry Imperial Red Ale.
That's interesting.
Now, they are trying to tell you to start drinking first fucking thing in the morning. No, that's Reveille.
Yes.
They're trying to tell you. They're trying to tell you to love the people that you murder with the bottle. It's a very Irish thing to do.
But this is not an Irish red. This is an American red. Now, they are similar. American red is kind of just a really dark amber. And this is an Imperial red.
Okay.
So what does it say?
Doesn't say anything.
No, it says
Yes,
something.
it
I
says
see it on the
something.
ad copy.
Read the ad copy, Mike.
Jesus fuck. This resiny Imperial Red Ale is jam-packed with citrus and pine aromas that dominate the complex toasty malt character.
Resiny?
Yes, I looked up some tasting notes and
I
said
haven't
that
heard that word since I used to hang out with potheads all the time.
I looked up some tasting notes that said that pine resin is a notable flavor in it.
Pine resin.
I don't know. I'm not usually into piney sort of flavors from hops, but
Pine resin? So is it going to smell like I'm fucking soldering?
Yeah.
well, I have used pine resin as an incense before.
What if you can use this beer as flux?
Now
Probably
this
not.
is not a Flanders red. It's not a sour beer.
Well, let's see.
So-
Let's see how it is. Ooh, kind of dark.
Yep, not as dark as I was expecting based on
No,
the things that I read
kinda
about
dark,
it.
but
I
not
have a
like-
feeling it's going to be better than the Becks.
I can
know-
almost guarantee that it's going to be better than the Becks.
If this was worse than the Becks, I would, I think, have to send them a dirty email.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at that ivory head.
Funny they should say
Very,
a
very-
piney character because I smell maple syrup.
It's dark.
So do I. It's
Somewhat-
very hoppy, but
Yeah.
that maple syrup thing almost reminds me of
that mean it's
the
Canadian?
loose cannon hop cubed.
Yeah, it's not.
It's hoppy, but it's not hoppy in like an IPA way.
No.
It has its own thing going.
That's interesting.
It
But
smells really good. It's a little bit citrusy.
yeah.
I get the pine though, and it's not
The
pissing me
maple-
off.
Yeah, the maple syrup is there. It's not like super duper apparent, but you definitely get it on
It smells sweet.
Yeah. Let's have a sip.
It tastes that way too.
That is
Wow.
delicious.
Yeah, I totally taste the pine resin in there. Mm-hmm. That's
In fact, it's very earthy tasting.
Yeah, I'll tell
Yeah.
you what. I spent 3 years of my life eating nothing but pine trees.
Does this take you back?
Takes me back.
This is absolutely delicious. It's a very, very hoppy, but
Yeah,
again,
the
not in an
hops-
IPA way. It's not like it's hoppy flavoring. It's not super bitter at all. It's barely bitter.
no.
And
I was expecting bitterness based on like the hoppy character, but it's not really bitter. It's pleasant.
And you're wrong. The hops are tap dancing on the line. They are threatening to ruin this beer for me, but I still like the beer.
I get the hops, but they're good, and there's enough malt there to balance it out. And I know I mentioned
very
this.
malty.
I know I mentioned this during the hop
It's a very,
cube,
very good
where
malt, too.
beers like this, where they're hoppy, if you have enough malt to balance out those hops, that's a
Yeah.
recipe for an excellent beer.
yeah, just overloads of everything. Take everything that you would put in a beer normally and multiply it by 10.
And then you'll get this.
The malt
The
is
pine
very
resin, it's weird, but it's good.
I don't
like
think they
this.
actually. I don't
Or
think
the-
they
or-
actually put pine resin.
or like
in.
the pine
Maybe
resin-
I'm wrong, but it's a hop thing. I think.
That's a hop.
But-
well, it's interesting. It's something that I don't think I've tasted before.
And it's that earthiness is so strange. I've never tasted a beer that had that particular earthy character.
124 IBUs.
That is incredibly bitter. And yet,
But it
the
it
balance
also
with the
has-
sweetness of the malt
Yeah.
makes it not taste bitter to me.
Well, also-
124.
It also has a
124.
monstrous malt.
Yes.
Like, it is like a tidal wave.
yes.
Yes.
And it's complex. But like
Also-
I said, to me, it's just tap dancing on the fucking line.
I know
Oh.
this is Imperial. 9.5%.
Yeah. I just, on the finish, that's when suddenly grapefruit rind just jumped out. Not the normal, like, IPA grapefruit juice aroma and everything.
Yeah.
It's definitely grapefruit rind on the back of the palate. And your eyes bulged when that happened. You kind of had a Shatner Khan moment. That to me, that's amazing because 124 IBUs.
IBUs. That's ridiculous.
Now, when we did the Harpoon IPA, that was 42 IBUs, and that was, to me, to my palate, way more bitter than this. And it just shows that, you know, when you try to put a quantified measurement on something like that, it really doesn't work because it's all about perception.
Yeah, that's very true.
I would guess.
I don't even go by IBUs because to me that just doesn't make any sense to use that
IBU
as a
is just
measurement.
put on the bottle so like douchebags can go, I'm drinking really sour beer.
But this is amazing. I would
buy that.
A douchebag would pick this beer up and accidentally have something surprisingly good.
And it's got a cheap-looking label that a douchebag might actually buy it.
Now, what's this brewery?
Two Brothers.
Two
Brothers?
That's the name of the brewery. Two Brothers.
Do they do any other beers that are maybe famous or anything?
Not that I know of.
I got this out of town. I did not get this in Birmingham.
Seeing that they know their way around malts would have me very interested in trying if they have one an old ale, if they have one a porter, if they have one anything darker than a porter. I would even be interested in trying their amber. Because this is probably more toward the amber side of things with the malt,
it's
but
like
it's still
amber.
amazingly complex.
Yeah, you know, I don't think that this is in Alabama at this time.
Not that
But
I haven't seen anything by Two Brothers.
I will keep an eye out because I definitely want to try more by them. This was a stellar first impression. This is one of the best beers we've had on this show. It's amazing.
It is very hoppy to my palate, and it kind of turns me off a bit, but, I mean, it's still an amazing fucking beer.
You hate hops, and this is winning you over. That's a testament.
And
Just like the hop
there's
tea.
there's definitely hops in here, and they're very, very easy to perceive. But
They're
then
not the kind of hops that have that soapy finish, though.
No, they're not.
No.
And although I don't perceive it as soapy, I know which ones you're talking about, and I know the flavor that you...
Did we figure it out? Which hops are there?
I know he hates Cascade, Citra, and Centennial.
Oh.
And that puts me in good company, right?
I like all three of those, but especially Citra. Citra is one of my favorite.
But you're
I think
broken.
Citra hops
But
are
you're
good.
broken. I'm saying, does that put me in good company with people that know how things taste good?
I don't know.
Know how things taste good.
So, what's our verdict, gentlemen?
Two Brothers... Revelry Imperial Red Ale does not suck.
Doesn't suck.
This beer is in my face, being an asshole. It's pushing me. But, well, I mean, because, you know, fucking bars. I mean,
Yeah, but...
But, I like it anyway.
There you go. All right, that's going to do it for this episode of Your Beer Sucks. Be sure to tune in next week. And remember, life is too short to be caught drinking Beck's, another shitty beer.